beneficent. وَإِن سَأَلْتَ عَنْ مِلَاطِهَا فَهُوَ الْمِسْكُ الْأَزْفَرُ وَإِن سَأَلْتَ عَنْ حِسْبَائِهَا فَهُوَ اللُّؤْلُؤُ وَالْجَوْهَرُ. If you were to ask about its cement, it is purified misk. If you were to ask of its stones and pebbles, it is jewels, emeralds and rubies. Can you imagine? You go to a jewelry shop, you look at a ring and it says $10,000. It's just a little stone, and Jannah is filled with it. And وَإِن سَأَلْتَ عَنْ بِنَائِهَا, if you were to ask of its buildings, لَبِنَةٌ مِّن فِضَّةٍ وَلَبِنَةٌ مِّن ذَهَبٍ لَا مِنَ الْحَطَبِ وَخَشَبٍ وَإِن سَأَلْتَ عَنْ أَشْجَارِهَا فَمَا فِيهَا مِنْ شَجَرَةٍ إِلَّا وَسَاقُهَا مِنْ ذَهَبٍ. And if you were to ask of its buildings, a brick of silver and a brick of gold, not wood and clay. And if you were to ask of its trees, there's not a tree in Jannah except that its trunk is pure gold. And the shade that would last the rider 100 years under. So imagine you've just entered, and Subhan al-Khaliq, what a place. The scent, the perfume, the elegance. And as you're seeing it, but you haven't entered. And as you enter, the angels say, Salamun alaykum tibtum fadkhuluha khalidin. Peace be unto you. You did well. Enter it for eternity. And as you enter, وَالْمَلَائِكَةُ يَدْخُلُونَ عَلَيْهِمْ مِنْ كُلِّ بَابٍ سَلَامٌ عَلَيْكُمْ بِمَا صَبَرْتُمْ فَنِعْمَ عُقْبَى الدَّارِ. The angels will come from left, right, and every door, not to shout, but to call nicely next to your ear. Peace be unto you. You did good. You are patient. Enjoy for eternity. Now you're in Jannah. My time is very limited, so I will race through this. And you will go to the houses in Jannah. A hadith of the Prophet, the Rasul says, I just want to give little snippets. The Rasul says, Dakhaltul Jannah, I entered Jannah. And what an honor that your Prophet has seen it. He says, Dakhaltul Jannah, I entered Jannah. فَإِذَا أَنَا بِقَصْرٍ مِّن ذَهَبٍ. In front of me came a palace of pure gold. Can you imagine? Dazzling gold, walls of gold, pillars of gold, paving gold, bedding gold, you know. So the Prophet is dazzled by it. So he goes, Liman hada? Whose palace is this? So in one of the ahadith, they say, لِرَجُلٍ مِّنَ الْعَرَبِ, to a man of the Arabs. The other one is لِفَتًا مِّن قُرَيْشٍ. But to one of the men of the Arabs. So the Rasul says, I am from the Arabs. Who? So they said, a man from the Quraysh. So the Rasul says, I am from the Quraysh. So they said, someone from the Ummah of Muhammad. He said, I am Muhammad. Who is it? So they said, Umar ibn al-Khattab. This is the palace of Umar. In another hadith, it says, Liman hada? It says, Lefatam min Quraysh. It belongs to one of the youngsters of the Quraysh. So the Rasul says, فَظَنَنْتُ أَنِّي أَنَا هُ. I thought I am it. You know, talking about the sons of the Quraysh, I am the prince of Quraysh. So obviously it is mine. So who says, Liman man huwa? Who is it? It is Umar ibn al-Khattab. So the Rasul says, I wanted to enter it. فَتَذَكَّرْتُ غَيْرَتَكَ. I remembered your sense of honor with regards to your family and your women, so I stayed out, Ya Umar. Umar is sitting, فَبَكَى Umar. He started to cry. He says, أَوَمِنْكَ أَغَارُ يَا رَسُولَ اللَّهِ. O Rasul of Allah, will I have ghira with regards to my women when it's concerning you? Our mother, Khadija Kubra radiyallahu anha, she's coming one day carrying food for the Rasul. Jibreel comes from above the seventh heavens, telling him, O Prophet of Allah, Khadija is about to enter. She's carrying food for you. And look at the honor and the status of this lady. Allah Rabbul Izzah has sent Jibreel from above the seven heavens to do what? Go to Muhammad, tell him that Allah has sent salam, his person, to Khadija Kubra. Aqri'ha salam, tell her Allah says salam, ya Khadija. So Jibreel comes. You know, Ya Muhammad, aqri'ha salam, tell her salam, mir rabbiha, from her Lord. And then Jibreel says, wa minni, and tell her salam from me too. And then, wa bashirha bi baytin fil jannah min qasab, and give her the glad tidings of a house in Jannah made from a single pearl. والقصب في اللغة يعني اللؤلؤ مجوفة, an unadulterated pearl, perfect. Can you imagine, like a little pearl is a lot of money. A palace is made of pearl. So this is the abodes of Jannah. And there's so much to talk about, but my time is excessively limited. So you enjoy the whole of Jannah. Imagine you will sit on necks of birds and point to that place, and that bird will fly like in Harry Potter's movie. It will go straight there to that side, and then you'll go maybe that side, it will fly to that side. Can you imagine the joy in Jannah? All of that is one thing.